Notice we're continuing today in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, and we are up to Siman Beis, Halacha Beis, a short halacha today. The Kitzur writes, Yilbosh Malbush Harishon Es Hatalas HaKatas. Remember again, in Sif Aleph, the Kitzur outlined for us the halachos of Netilas Yadayim, of washing the hands in the morning. And it's outlined for us that first thing a person has to wash, Netilas Yadayim has to wash again their hands. We outlined two different reasons for this particular Netila. After one washes their hands, the Kitzur writes, one should put on their tzitzis. Yilbosh talis katan. One should put on tzitzis. Shelo yilech arba amos below tzitzis. And this is the idea that a person should not walk dalet amos, should not walk more than 6 feet without wearing tzitzis. Now, what's fascinating about this is, remember, we know the mitzvah of tzitzis. The mitzvah of tzitzis is, technically speaking, if you're wearing a four-cornered garment, so you're obligated to put tzitzis on it. So contemporarily, rarely do we actually wear four-cornered garments, so we actually go out of our way to obligate ourselves on the mitzvah of tzitzis by actually putting on a four-cornered garment so as to be able to put tzitzis on it. What's fascinating over here is you see the halacha says that a person has to put on their tzitzis as quickly as possible upon awakening in the morning. Literally, right after Netilas Yadayim, put on your tzitzis. Now, what's interesting is, or I should say differently, the truth is, this is even before technically one is washed Netilas Yadayim. The Kitzur is saying one should put on their tzitzis. One should put on their tzitzis, and you see from here the power of the mitzvah of tzitzis, without even getting into all the esoteric meaning of the mitzvah of tzitzis, or the deeper meaning of tzitzis. The idea is, I'm actually wearing a mitzvah. If you think about it, there are very few mitzvahs which actually become part of who we are. There's, of course, bris milah. This is actually the last Gemara in the Yerushalmi, Maseches Brachas, where David HaMelech was in the bathhouse, and he was distressed that he was without mitzvos. And then he remembered he has a bris milah, and bris is a part of him, and as such, he didn't feel as forlorn, recognizing that he had a mitzvah that was part of him. Tzitzis is like that as well, because tzitzis, you wear it. In other words, I walk around the whole day, and this mitzvah is part of me. I do think about it, I don't think about it, doesn't make a difference. It's part of who and what I am. Therefore, the Kitzur says it's so important to make mitzvos a part of you, a part of who you are, and therefore, first thing in the morning, a person should put on their tzitzis. However, he writes, "Ulefisha adayin ein yadav nikios lo yivarech alav." But sometimes a person is putting on their tzitzis even before they've washed negel vaser, even before Netilas Yadayim. Therefore, a person should be careful not to make the bracha on tzitzis. Remember, you cannot say the name of Hashem until after Netilas Yadayim. So if a person is putting on tzitzis first, they could put on the tzitzis, but without a bracha, and one will ultimately go ahead and make the bracha later on. We'll discuss in a subsequent shir that a person who wears a talis gadol, a talis, ultimately does not make an independent bracha on tzitzis, because the bracha that he makes on talis, lehisatef bat tzitzis, covers not only his talis gadol, his regular talis, but covers his tzitzis as well. All right, Chavra, we'll stop over here for today. Shkayach, everyone. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to make the regularly appointed shir time, but looking forward to continuing next week. Kol Tov and a good Erev Shabbos.